Lily Greenberg, and today I'll be presenting my FED talk on The Biggest Loser, a loss that can't be measured on the scale. Before and afters are known to be misleading. They don't show us anything in between, they don't show us that there's an actual correlation between the diet or the product and the before and the after. They don't show us the duration of time that was taken between the photos, and they don't even necessarily show us the same person in each photo. Yet we still choose to trust them, which is why, of course, we would trust a television show that documents every single moment between the before and after of every single pound lost. The show I'm referring to is The Biggest Loser. The Biggest Loser, for those of you who don't know, invites morbidly obese contestants onto the show in the hopes of losing hundreds of pounds. We watch as these contestants are pushed to their limits by the trainers, and we listen to their traumatic stories that caused them to gain the weight in the first place. The diet is also included in the show, as these contestants learn to appreciate foods and eat foods that aren't necessarily loaded with salts and sugars. However, this journey is an emotional and physical one. Describing the show as a weight loss regimen would be a euphemistic description, considering that when you take a deeper look at it, it unravels all the controversies tied up in it. So first I'm going to show you some before and afters of the contestants, and then we're going to dive into it. First up, we have Danny Cahill, a 46-year-old speaker, author, land surveyor, and musician. The before picture shows him at a weight of 430 pounds, and the after picture taken at the finale of The Biggest Loser shows him at 191 pounds. This next picture is of Amanda Arth-Lucas, a 26-year-old wellness coach and social media consultant. Before the show, she weighed in at 250 pounds, and in this finale picture, she's 163 pounds. Third up, we have 37-year-old Rudy Pauls, an electrical engineer. In the before photo, Rudy weighs in at 442 pounds, and at the finale, Rudy had lost 208 pounds, weighing in at 234 pounds. Lastly, Tracy Yukich, an exercise physiologist. Before the show, Tracy weighed 250 pounds, and at the finale, Tracy's new weight appears to be 132 pounds. So, clearly these contestants lost weight. Yet, when we dive into the ethics of the show, this weight loss is a lot less glorious than it seems. So first, I'm going to talk about the workouts. So these contestants do not ease into the workouts. They start out working out 5 to 8 hours every single day, doing 10 times more than the recommended amount by the American College of Sports Medicine. One contestant, Kai Hibbard, reported that for the first 3 weeks, her feet were bleeding through her shoes. Another contestant, Tracy Yukich, collapsed after running a mile and had to be airlifted to the hospital. This was sold to the media as heat exhaustion, even though she had a serious and potentially fatal condition because of overexertion. Vomit buckets are also available for these contestants, which is a daunting phenomenon considering how often and expectedly often they are used throughout the show. In terms of the weigh-ins, even though the producers would like the viewers to believe that these weigh-ins happen once a week, they actually happen every 3 weeks, but we're led to believe that the contestants are losing a lot more weight than they actually are. Also, before each weigh-in, the contestants use dehydration to lose the most possible weight that they can and appear to have lost more weight on the scale. What this means is that the contestants put on layers and layers of clothes, lock themselves in a room, and sweat out as many pounds before the weigh-in as they can. One contestant, Ryan Benson, who was the winner in 2005, reported that he was so dehydrated he started urinating blood. In terms of nutrition, even though the show advertises that a healthy body starts in the kitchen, the show doesn't actually fulfill any of these claims, and instead provides its contestants with sponsored food that lacks in any or none nutrition at all. And also, the average person is meant to be intaking 1,200 to 1,600 calories a day, yet these contestants are taking in less than 1,000. In terms of shame, which we've talked about multiple times in class, and come to the conclusion that all it does is delay an actual solution to the problem of obesity, and that it's detrimental to creating a real solution, these contestants are constantly shamed throughout the entire show. Producers print out pictures of their bodies and hang them up, blow them up in the house that they are staying in so that the contestants have to look at them every morning, every time they wake up, and every time they're in the house. The producers and the trainers want the contestants to be disgusted with themselves. There's incessant fat shaming by the trainers, and I'm going to show you a clip here of a trainer, Jillian Michaels, verbally abusing these contestants as she yells at them. I would say some of the quotes, but instead I'm just going to show you her tone of voice to get my message across more clearly.
It bores me! Get on the ladder! Are you ready to work? Are you ready to work? If you quit on me again, you go home, and no one's gonna chase you! No ow, no ow. I don't want to hear ow. Ow. 2 more. You're not acting strong. You're acting pathetic. Every time you lay down, I'm gonna think dead father. That's what I think. Now get up. Let's do it. Shay gets up. Good.
Okay. So all of this is between the before and after, but what about after the after? So one study done by Eric Rubison, a professor of human physiology at the Pennington Biomedical Research Center, compared 12 contestants from The Biggest Loser and 12 people who had lost a similar amount of weight via gastric bypass, and concluded why these contestants from The Biggest Loser put on the weight so quickly, which is because they are sent into a phase of post-starvation hyperphagia, which is that because after a period of starvation, a hormonal response causes people to overeat and gain back all the weight, if not more, than they had lost previously. This happens also due to a decrease in metabolism of these contestants, and then causes their body to hang on to every single calorie that they intake, and their metabolism isn't working to the stages that it was before. Also, if the weight isn't all gained back, there's contestants that have shown that there's a risk of developing an eating disorder after the show because of the pressure to keep off all this weight. One contestant, Rachel Fredrickson, who was the winner in season 15, lost 60% of her body mass and weighed in at 105 pounds at the finale with a BMI of 18, which is considered underweight according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention standards. So let me take you back to what I said before, which is that The Biggest Loser is a loss that can't be measured on the scale. The Biggest Loser is a loss that stigmatizes and shames obesity for the nation's entertainment, disregarding that it is an epidemic that is eating up our global life. The Biggest Loser is a loss for each and every contestant because the after image quickly returns to the before image, and the traumatic series of events that happens in between is irreversible and unerasable. Obesity should not be a disease that the entertainment industry capitalizes. Obesity is real, obesity is a problem, so let's quit choosing to laugh at it as a mirage on our TV screens and actually do something about it. Thanks for listening.
Here's a list of all of my works cited.